Okay guys, welcome back. As promised, we're going to go into the temple.
Just where did I put it?
Where did you put what? Okay, nice looking church. Let's have a little chat.
Hello.
Hello, farmer.
My sir.
My sir. Not much to say.
Walk blessed.
Ah, do you have anything to trade? I found some stuff.
I might. What do you need?
Oh, I don't need any of this. Value 13, heals you by 6 points of health. That's all she's got. Not much at all. No, you've got nothing for me. You surely get around a lot. Have you learned anything that might come in handy for an adventurer?
That's a good question. Let me think. I'm not sure if this helps, but an innkeeper told me lately that because of the Red Madness, very few prospectors are bold enough to go to the Shadow Steel mines in the Powder Desert anymore. If you have the smithing skills and want to find some precious ore, you should check one of the mines there.
Thank you for your advice.
Take care.
Excuse me. O Malpass, how we praise thee. Without the path, where'd we be? We cheer, exult and celebrate, and thus all greed we abnegate. Is that a real word? Once I was straying through nothingness, was lost and all alone, but then I saw this light and path, and so my spirit shone. Very good. Oh, that's number 3. No, that was the same one. I don't want it. I don't want it. Who else we got? Another farmer.
How about that? Another traveler. I thought I was the only one still traveling these lands.
Well, you're not, and be quiet. I'm trying to talk to this farmer.
Wait, I think I know you. You work for the Order, don't you?
No, I do not.
Why are those wild mages up in the temple? Malthus, forgive my doubts, but why would the Grandmaster side with heretics? It just doesn't add up.
Another book to read. Oh, I can take that one. I'm not going to get arrested. Oh, is this the same monk we had before? I think so, Priest Vildas. Anything else to say?
Walk blessed, my child. How may I help you?
Oh, I'm hurt. Can you heal me?
Let me see. Yes, that is no injury light magic couldn't heal. Malthus bless this body, rid it of its afflictions and endow it with life, path abidingness and new strength. May your light guide this soul.
All disease is cured. Thank you, priest. Has anything interesting happened around here recently?
Well, I suppose that depends on what you deem as interesting. I am certain you have heard about the tragic events in Ark. Apparently the Magister who murdered those children was from Riverville himself. And then there's the mayor's wife. She's been sick for moons now, and even I cannot help her. Dreadful times are these, truly. I wish I could do more.
Yeah, I think that's going to be down to me in the end to cure her. Okay, priest, thank you for curing me. There's a key.
Beloved children, I am glad to see so many of you have come. It shows me that you have not forgotten that only faith which is practiced is true faith. In tonight's sermon, I want to talk about death. There is hardly a feeling which wakes similar emotions in us. Why do we have to die? Is death not a punishment? And if so, why does Malthus grant some of us a life full of peace and serenity, while others, equally path-abiding people, have to endure suffering? It seems unjust, yes, and I too oftentimes have asked myself how such inequality can persist under Malthus's watchful eyes. Yet the answer is so near, if only we know where to look. For it is not the lack of answers, but the question itself that is the problem. Let me recite to you a passage from the letters of Father Weidenthal. And so the grieving widow said after her companion's death to Malthus, "O Lightborn, why must I suffer such woe? Why must I until the end of my path live in grief, while the baker's woman can live happily with her wife?" And then a figure made of pure light appeared, so divine and sublime that the widow fell onto her knees, for she realized it was but Malthus himself. "Do not grieve for the loss of your man, O lost soul," he said. "He was a path-abiding, noble being, and I myself have judged his deeds in his last journey. He is now walking on the eternal path at my side." But despite the musical voice of the light figure, the widow could not find peace. For she remembered all the joy, all the beautiful moments she and her man had been granted together. "O Lightborn, I understand that my husband is now at peace, but I shall never see him again. So why do you punish me with such suffering? Have I not, too, always lived a path-abiding life of worship and faith?" Then something incredible happened. The light figure knelt right before the woman, and full of fatherly love caressed her grey hair. For a brief moment the widow felt all the divine love in her heart. Yes, she felt as if she had realized a greater truth, like a man who, for all his life, saw the world through a tainted window, and just now realized he only had to open the door to walk outside. "Your question speaks of great providence," said the Lightborn, full of compassion and dignity. "But tell me, what would make your life worth living, were there to be no death? Is it not death itself that gives you the wish to cherish each day? Would you not, should eternal life be granted to you, spend every day in pondering, full of grey thoughts and dullness, for you would know that in 1,000 years you shall still be in this very same place?" The light figure rose. "Only mortality grants a soul the courage to walk the holy path. And like a wound lets a warrior emerge from battle even stronger, your grief shall help you come forth as a wiser woman." And tenderly it added, "This realization was also, O child, why I chose to not limit death in its doing, even for my faithful followers, because only a life with an end is a life worthy of living." The woman broke into tears as she realized the wisdom within Malthus's words. Uttering words of gratitude, she lowered her head onto the floor, for the words of the Lightborn had helped her not to see her grief as punishment, but as a trial. And when she looked up again, the Lightborn was gone. Ponder on those words, if sadness troubles your thoughts. Only a life with death is worth living, even if its arbitrariness may seem unjust to you. I wish you all a pleasant night. Walk blessed.
Well, that was very profound, very interesting. Thank you, Priest Vildas, for that.
Walk blessed, my child. How may I help you?
Oh, you've already helped me. Still need a key. Let's go.
Walk blessed.
I will. It's like the centre of the village, little market.
Walk blessed.
Yeri Gullen song.
Hey, wait a minute, you... Never mind.
What is it? Come on, out with it.
Oh, you're an outlander, aren't you? From Kira. Your skin, it looks, different.
My mother does, yes. I grew up in Nehrim, though.
Nehrim, you say? Huh. But still, your mother must have told you a lot about her homeland, didn't she? Is it true that a child on Kira has at least 5 fathers and 4 mothers? An old sailor told me that once. You live in those, communes, not in regular families, right?
Is it you think we're savages? Yeah, some people live in those, but not many. You know, Kyrian culture is quite rich. The communes are just a facet.
Oh, yes, of course. There are mage circles, the universities, and the sailor told me that too. You know, once this chaos in the world is over, I want to go travel myself. Who knows? Maybe a captain will hire me as a deckhand. Anyway, thanks for your time. Walk blessed.
Hang on, you. I ain't finished with you.
You're an outlander, aren't you? From Kira. Your skin, it looks,
Different.
different.
Why do you ask?
I mean no offense, really. I'm just, well, curious.
Okay.
Farewell.
Farewell. She's got nose issues too, by the look of it.
Work.
Kapurai. Ta-ta-ta-la-la-la-ta.
Damn these farmers.
What's your problem?
Huh? Wait, I think I know you.
No, you
work
don't.
for the Order, don't you?
No, I don't.
Why are those wild mages up in the temple? Malthus, forgive my doubts, but why would the Grandmaster side with heretics? It just doesn't add up.
That's what everybody tells me. Jutta Tanneman.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Jutta.
Have you heard? Nehrim has been united again. But their leader must be a monster. They say he's crucifying priests and burning down temples.
Man, they like their bread around
I'm
here.
not surprised that the gods have turned their backs on them.
Okay. Tahuti Leclerc. Looks like a girl.
Oh. Oh.
Are you okay, madame?
Oh. Oh. I sense vibrations. Horrible, bad vibrations.
No,
Oh,
don't
yes,
say that.
I feel them very strongly.
Yeah, is this just a come on for me to buy goods? Bad vibrations?
Oh, yes. Something peculiar surrounds you. Your aura. Oh. Oh, by Malthus, no!
What about it? Come on.
It is indigo blue, the color of the dying. It must be a magical anomaly, but still, that doesn't bode well. But you're lucky. The stars are on your side.
Oh, thank God for that.
I, just like you, find myself in deep trouble. And maybe we can help each other.
Perhaps. What have you got in mind? How can you help me?
I have a special object in stock. A skull. According to the legends, it comes from the midst of the Kiran Desert, and us arcanists refer to it as the Master Skull. It is a risky experiment, but at midnight, if you balance the skull on your head for 1 full hour, it might help to reharmonize your aura. Maybe.
She wants me to stand with a skull on my head for 1 hour. Is this woman for real? Look, if you want to help, if you want me to help you, I want something useful in return, not some skull. Well, why not? What do you need help with?
It's simple. A couple of days ago, something precious was stolen from me. My beauty potion. And until yesterday, I was in the dark as to who took it. a vision has shed light onto the matter. It was an aura thief.
Did you say your beauty potion?
Yes! Its essence is fresh water directly from the sources of Inodan. A real rarity, you see. But it is as potent as it is exquisite. To those who drink it regularly, the potion grants both an otherworldly allure, as well as it completely stops natural aging.
Sounds good.
And before you ask, yes, only through the elixir was I able to maintain my youthful beauty over all these years.
Well, you're not bad, but I've seen better. An aura thief?
Yes, old beings from past times, way before the Pyreans. For common eyes, they are invisible, but we, spiritually gifted, can see them. Aura thieves only have one reason for existence, and that is to disrupt harmony by playing horrible pranks on innocent people, such as the theft of my potion.
Why can't you make another one? How can you be sure it wasn't a rainbow-coloured unicorn who stole it?
Unicorns are fairy tales, you should know that. It was an aura thief. I can feel that deep within me.
Alright, I will see if I can find your potion. Any ideas where I should start looking?
Yes, old beings from past times, way before the Pyreans. For common eyes, they are invisible, but we, spiritually gifted, can see them. Aura thieves only have one reason for existence, and that is to disrupt harmony by playing horrible pranks on innocent people, such as the theft of my potion.
Yeah, you told me that already.
Unicorns are fairy tales, you should know that. I have a suspicion. Yesterday, when I danced at the river, I heard a voice out of nowhere whispering right into my ear, and it only said 6 words. Find me in the Clearwater Cave. I'm sure it was the potion who spoke to me, but I'm too old to go exploring old caves like this one on my own, which is sad since said cave is only a few minutes march from the village. It's an abandoned mine just up the hill that leads to the pass. Go there and find my potion, and I will reward you most generously.
You better do.
Greetings.
Could I see your wares, please?
Yes, of course.
She's got a lot of stuff. Enchanting. Increases light armor for adept up to skill 50. Costs 1 learning point. She wants 175 for this. And I've got 66. How do I get to mine? How do I... Oh. Right, I can sell her things now. Or maybe not. Yeah, these must be mine, because I've learnt these. Well, it says buy though. Yes, of course. How the hell do I sell? Staff of Healing. That's quite nice, but it's 400. Look, I really don't want to get into magic that much. Cure disease, health potions, cheap. Cheap, she says, 121. Are you kidding me? 67 for them. I've only got 66. I can't buy nothing. How can I sell to her? I don't know how to sell to her. Oh well, I'm gonna have to find out off screen how to do that.
Light guide you.
My sir?
Oh my. You just don't get any younger.
Yes?
Yes, Saltis,
I hope
Mungerson.
come soon.
Yes?
Is there any news?
News? Where have you been these past moons? The whole city's talking about nothing else but the Mad Magister. 30 dead novices. Oh, boy. How could something like this happen? Within the Order?
Your guess is as good as mine. I'm new in the city and I'm looking for work. Do you know where I can find any?
That should be it.
Work, huh? If you know a thing or two about herbs and the healing arts, you should talk to the mayor. His companion has been sick for moons now. Poor Mathilda. I've never met a woman more generous than her. She doesn't deserve that.
Thank you. Right, are these little questies? I think they are. Bounty missions and petitions are announced on this notice board. Search for a bounty quest. Accept contract.
Sir? Yes?
Be quiet. I'm trying to concentrate.
The new turnip's come soon.
You already accepted a bounty mission. Okay, I may have them all. Right, I'm pretty close to talking to somebody here. Are they in here?
Ah, there you are.
Tanneman's house. Nope, not in here. I can't steal. Okay, back outside.
Yeah? What do you want?
Machumiel Tanneman.
Uh-huh.
Are your wares for sale?
No, I just put them out for you to look at. Tell me what you need, and be quick about it.
Yeah, well, I've less of your sarcasm, thank you. How do I sell? See, I want that. Increases archery for adept. Costs 1 learning point. Look at that, hunting longbow. Damage 7, 300 arrows. Steel arrows. He's got some good stuff. Blueprints for everything. Left button, right button. Well, nothing's changing at the bottom though. I don't know. I don't know.
Walk blessed.
Excuse me. I think the guy I need is down there. Here we go. Alfred. Hi, Alfred.
Who are you?
Just a traveller. You are Alfred, all right. The childhood friend of a man named Yarrow.
Yarrow, this is about his death, isn't it? The rampage.
You heard about it?
Of course, who hasn't? Yarrow was one of us, after all. It is terrible. Simply terrible. You want to hear an old man's opinion, though? I always expected that something like this would happen. Malthus, forgive me for talking about a keeper like that, but it's the truth.
You mean you saw it coming? How did you see it coming?
Hard to explain, really. Come on, let's find somewhere to sit. It'll be easier to talk that way.
Okay, Alfred, let's go sit down. Oh, a little bit close there.
Well, Yarrow. That's quite a subject, you know. You were right when you said we were best friends. Our fathers knew each other. For as long as I can remember, Yarrow and I were getting into trouble together. At least, until his mother died.
Not of old age, I assume.
No. Bandits killed her in broad daylight on Penny Road. Today these incidents are common, but not back then. The road was considered safe. Very safe. She was on her way to Ark, accompanied by 3 other women, and they were set upon at the pass. None of them survived. Yarrow was shattered. I think the worst part was how his father went downhill after his wife's death. The fishery decayed, and the poor guy filled his days with boozing and sleeping. It changed Yarrow forever.
How exactly?
Well, that's a good question. On the one hand, he became a man, despite his tender age. On the other hand, something inside him woke up, so to speak. A desire to make more of his life. Old Mother Jenica noticed it and took him under her wing. He learned how to read and write, and soon he knew all the holy verses by heart. When he didn't have to help his drunken father, he helped in the village as much as he could.
He transformed his grief into productivity. Sounds like a rather positive development, Alfred.
Indeed, that's one way to look at it. It wasn't long before he was the jewel of the village, the striving young fisherman destined for great things, even though he was only on the path of a manufacturer. And then the inevitable happened. A keeper of the order came to Riverville to see the prodigy with his own eyes. And behold, in addition to Yarrow's ingenuity, he also had a slumbering magical talent. The keeper took him away, and a few months later, he started his novitiate. Since then, I've only seen him once or twice, as he rarely visited Riverville. I don't think he ever noticed how much that hurt me.
So what did you mean by I always suspected that something like this would happen?
Oh, it's hard to explain. I believe it was the way he was talking about his grand plans. How he wanted to make the world a better place, to become the greatest keeper since Lorem Waterblade. Underneath all this, there was an anger. An anger mixed with deep grief and disappointment. I don't think he was aware of it because he drew all his strength from that anger. The strength to do all this, to learn and to work day and night, but it frightened me, like the Blue Death. It slumbers inside the pathless mage who believes he can master magic without the Order's help. At first, it grants power, but then, one day, it bursts out in an unholy wave of destruction, turning him into one of the monsters in the old songs. Anyway, I'm just an old man. What do I know about these matters? Now let me go to sleep. All these memories are making me weary.
Alright, thanks for your help, Alfred.
Yes, of course.
Okay, so I have to go see Jesper now. Okay, I think we're going to end the episode here. And then we'll go back and see Jesper and find out how to sell things. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you next time.